This is the film attracting national attention. Pesta Babi, meaning pig feast, documents human rights abuses in Indonesia's easternmost region of Papua.
The government is targeting forests to be cleared for food estate projects, threatening the life of indigenous communities whose livelihood depends on nature and whose sacred sites are located there.
In 2024, Indonesia began clearing land in Papua, including forests and wetlands, to create food estates for rice and sugarcane farming. The film depicts these national projects as a threat to the human rights of indigenous Papuans. Screenings of the documentary have been held all over the country.
I was quite shocked, even though we had already heard rumours about what was happening in Papua.
But the events have faced continual disruptions. At a university in North Maluku, soldiers stopped a viewing of the film, saying it contained sensitive content. At a separate event in Bogor, soldiers forced the crowd to disperse in the middle of the screening.
That is the responsibility of regional coordinators and government officials there who considered there was a risk of unrest. There was no direct instruction from the military.
The filmmakers say they've experienced more than 20 acts of intimidation since the film's release, including surveillance by intelligence officers and forced dispersal of events. The human rights situation in Papua is a politically sensitive topic for the Indonesian government, which continues to restrict access to the region for international human rights groups and media. The government says it refutes the film's premise that it exploits Papua's resources. Papuans regularly hold protests highlighting human rights abuses. In Jakarta this month, these university students protested violence against civilians.
We ask for similar human rights violations not to happen again, and we want the Indonesian government to open space for Papuans to determine their own future.
Rights groups and UN human rights experts have raised concerns about abuses like extrajudicial killings, torture and mass displacement of civilians amid an ongoing conflict between the military and pro-independence groups. The controversies surrounding the documentary and attempts to stop people from seeing it have generated publicity for the film, with more screenings organised around the country and many events already sold out. Jessica Washington, Al Jazeera, Jakarta.